Okay, let's get this party started. Good morning, good morning. 100%, but like this angle or not, I think I do. I'm just gonna open up the screen a little bit more. Okay, so, yeah, I have a chair. People are like, "What using the chair?" Well, the whole thing with the chair is it helps me have better form and better technique. So I would rather have better form, better technique and not hurt myself. If that makes any sense to anybody, right? So a little warm up, nothing crazy today. So we're just gonna reach and reach. Finding the rotation, the shoulders going around your spine, holding your navel up and in, right? Getting the functional muscles, right? What I mean by functional, all day long we twist and turn. We don't think about it, but we do. Because it's just part of our natural life. We're going to take both hands, reach and reach and reach. Sorry, I have a hair flying somewhere and it's gross. But this is what we do in everyday life, right? We're going to take those reaches to the floor now, to the floor, to the floor. A little bit of a side lunge, opening up the hips. We pick up things off the floor and we put them up on the shelf. We pick them up off the floor, right? Go side to side. That's the whole concept. Ready? Off the floor, onto the shelf. Floor, the shelf, go side to side. Then we pick them up and we rotate. We pick up, we rotate. Pick up, we rotate. One more pick up. Now side to side. Nice easy lunge. Sinking into those hips, right? Here we go. Down, put it on the shelf. Pick it up, on the shelf. Pick it up, on the shelf. One more. And up. Anyway, so understanding that every time we rotate, that is a functional fitness concept. Learning how to rotate and swivel in your feet, even more important. All right, so we're not quite done with the warm-up. I'm going to put my hands in the chair, and I let my fingers roll off the side because this is a little harsh on my wrist when first starting out. So I'm trying to line up my hips and my heels. We're just going to lift and lower, lift, and my abdominals are pulling up and away from the chair. And I'm just waking up those ankles a little bit more, finding my gastrocs, my calf muscles. And I'm allowing my knees to go forward, right? Utilizing my whole foot and not just my calf muscle, because everyone's like, oh, calf raises. No, because I'm getting quads as well here. Waking everything up. One more, please. And stand up, shake out your legs. So a little stretch. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. If you're shorter, put your foot on the ottoman, right? You don't have to go so high. If you're taller, you might have to go to the edge of the couch. Just depends on your height. So I'm going to quarter turn my foot, and I'm going to turn away, and I'm going to come back. Turn away, and come back. Two more. Turn away. One more, and turn away. And I'm not holding the stretches. I'm moving through the stretch, right? Foot in the chair, quarter turn with your standing leg, and again, turn away, right? Finding everything, like things are popping right now, which is a great problem to have, right? It means I'm loosening up. Let's do one more. Oh my goodness. Getting the hips movable and functional is really important when you're lifting weights. It's not just about lower body, right? It's about full body. And the quicker we understand that, the better our body gets into shape. All right, so right now I'm going to use the 5-pound weights to start with. You notice I have 5, 8, 10. So my feet are parallel, toes in alignment, my knees are soft. Now, tuck your toes slightly to find your abs. I can only go until I can't maintain a flat back. And right now, that's all I have because, again, we're still kind of warming up, hence the lighter weights. Now, I like keeping my hands on my thighs for a little bit until I feel like I'm kind of warmed up, right? And then I let them go. And I let them just hang. My shoulders are definitely engaged, right? I'm feeling that low back glute area, as I should be. Pull your navel in. Your abs need to stay tight to protect your low back. So one more. Nice. Go ahead and put them down. So working backside, low back region. We're going to modify some of these. We'll do single arm, all kinds of good stuff. Moving on up, right? Next set of weights. Same position. Hands on your thighs to start with. Feet are hip width apart, knees are soft. Here we go. And again, like, oh, I'm too much into my toes, right? I need to sit back in my heels. Think about my abs pulling in. Thinking about squeezing my glutes at the top. So you notice I'm not arching. I'm just standing nice and tall. And then give me a clench with those glutes, right? And clench the glutes. Now, numbers, I'm not too worried about because, why? We're doing the same side, both glutes, all the good stuff. I really don't care about numbers. And again, if you want to let your arms hang, it actually adds a little more stress to the back and make it work a little harder. Let's do one more. I don't know if you realize that I stagger my step, squat down, and put the weights down. Functional fitness, right? We have to get out of the, I'm going to pick up stuff, right? It's not good for you. Right, let it rest, shake it out a little bit, as we're going to the 10 pounds. So we did a nice little warm up, started light, started working our way heavy. And again, stagger the stance, squat down, use your legs. Right, use your legs. Feet are hip width apart, abs are in, soft knees, pushes slightly tucked, ready, and slide down the thighs, and come up. Concentrating on keeping that back in neutral. And what I mean by that is, this is rounded, right? This is, oh my gosh, not good, right? Neutral's fine. Pulling everything in. And again, you let those arms float off your legs because you can really feel this stuff. Nice. And do just one more. Again, stagger your stance, squat down. Every time you squat, you should be getting a little bit lower. And if you notice, I'm keeping my left leg forward, my right leg back at this point in the game. I'm going to march my little self back to my 8-pound weights. Then give you a little rest. So I didn't turn on the music for a couple reasons. One, I needed you to hear my cues like distinctly. Second, I'd like to talk about a little nutrition while we're here. We have plenty of time, right? Let's do this next set. Left foot goes forward, right foot goes back, squat down. Use your legs, right? Things should be getting a little more lubricated. Now I'm gonna let my arms go ahead and float off this first one. If you don't want to, up to you, your fitness. Split your glutes, find your abs, ready? And lower and lift. Get in those heels, right? Get in the heels. It's kind of nice. You're like, oh, these are 8 pounds. These are no longer 10 pounds. You're like, I could do these forever. And then all of a sudden it kicks in and you go, maybe not. Abs are tight. Let's do one more. Left foot forward, right foot back. Put those weights down. Relax for a minute. So we have this bad habit of doing the same work over and over and over. And expecting different results. If you do that, then it's kind of like being insane, right? If you do the same thing over and over, never change your workout, never change the amount of weight you're pushing, or whatever it is, if you don't change something, then your body doesn't change as well. So, same thing goes for your food. All right, so right foot's gonna be forward this time, squat down, and pick up the weights, right? It might feel a little different because your hips might not be as awake. Here we go. Feet are parallel to each other, toes are in alignment, abs are in, clench your glutes, and let those arms float. And down and up. So if we keep eating the exact same food over and over and over, first of all, we might get bored. And we also might be missing some valuable nutrients, right? Once upon a time, chicken and broccoli was my friend, a little bit of rice, and that's what I ate. So I was eating whole grain rice, one more. Our right foot goes forward, squat down, put the weights down. I was eating broccoli, which is a great vegetable, right? I was eating chicken, lean protein, great. But I was missing out on so many minerals and vitamins with the other colors of vegetables, first of all. I was missing out on a lot of good fats from, say, fish, right? And when we take things away from our diet, out of our diet, we restrict our diet, then we're not in balance. Now, I'm not saying you get to go out and eat a bag of chocolate chip cookies or chips or whatever. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is you have to make a more colorful diet. Having all kinds of vegetables in your diet is not a bad thing. I don't eat a lot of pasta anymore, and that's just because it makes me feel big and bloated, right? And I don't want to feel that way. It's like having Thanksgiving dinner, right? If you're not careful, you have the big bloated feeling. You don't want to get there. Right foot forward, left foot back, squat down, get to the next set of weights. Should be getting easier. It should be like going, oh, we're lubricated. Here we go. Feet are in alignment, toes. Feet are parallel. Speak English, it helps, right? Abs are tight, clench your glutes. Here you go, with a nice flat back. And you're thinking, but I only like green beans, right? Or I only like. Try them again. Try them cooked differently. One more. Right foot forward, left foot back, squat down, put them down. Stand up, use your legs. Our palate changes about every 7 years. Our taste buds go, oh, well, maybe I do like kale, right? Maybe I do like salmon. All those things, right? I went through a phase of eating a lot of kale, and right now, my taste buds said, ooh, not right now. It's okay. There's plenty of superfoods out there that you can eat that will supply good food and nutrients, minerals, and all the stuff you need to have a healthy body. As you can see, I am not a skinny girl. I'm not an overly buff girl. I am a mom, a grandma, right, that wants to stay in shape and be functional and be healthy as long as I possibly can, right? And that's what I promote here. If this is not your goal, it's okay, right? Find a trainer that is good for you. All right, here we go. Right foot forward, left foot back, squat down. Pick up those weights. Feet are parallel, toes are in alignment. Soft knees. tuck, ready, here we go, let those arms float if you can. Squeeze your everything. Nice. And you're like, why did you have the chair again? We'll get there. Let's do a couple more here. Abs are tight, keep them pulled in. Protect the back, protect the back. Right foot goes forward, left foot stays back. Squat down with the weights, use your heels. Right through. So, diet is everything. We can push weights all day long. We can do our cardio, we can do all this stuff. But if you're still eating junk all the time, it's gonna show up. That's all I got. It's just gonna show up. We have to tell our inner child to sit down and shut up, basically. Quit being a brat. You don't always get what you want, right? You get what you need. Same thing, that we would tell our children that, you don't get the cookie before dinner. It's easy. If you still want it after dinner, we'll talk. That's what you have to start talking to yourself, right? Like, be a little more disciplined with yourself. When you start changing odd things, amazing things happen. All right, we're scooting back to the 8 pounds. Right foot forward, left foot back. Squat down. Use your legs, right? You should be feeling your legs right now. Feet are toes in alignment, feet parallel, soft knees, abs are tight, top your touch. And let those arms float as you take that nice hinge action at your hips. Taking that bow. Squeeze everything. I hope you're breathing when you're standing back up. Let's do 2. Abs are tight. 1 more, please. Right foot forward, left foot back, squat down, put those weights down, walk back. Go ahead and grab a drink real quick. I'm gonna kind of sit up here, sorry y'all. So, like I said, I'm a grandma. I have 5 grandchildren, and they like cake, they like cookies, they like ice cream, just like any other 3 to 14-year-old kid would like. And I live my life, right? What I mean by that is food doesn't dictate how I feel, food doesn't dictate how I feel about myself or anybody else for that matter. I enjoy the bonding time I have with my grandchildren over an ice cream cone. Not a big deal. You just can't do it daily. That's pretty simple, right? All right, so we're going to cut down to 1 weight. This is where the chair comes in. So I'm just going to scooch my weights off the mat. The main reason why is because I need you to be able to not have to worry about balance as much. I want you to make sure you have good technique with it. All right, so left foot forward, squat down. So I have the weight in my left hand, my left knee is bent. Now, from the front view, I'm actually pushing my knees together or bracing together. My abs are touched, right? So I'm going to keep everything pulled in, pulled in, pulled in, pulled in, pulled in, and I'm going to come right back up to neutral. Why do I have my leg bent? Because I don't want to focus on a stretch. The other thing I want to focus on is keeping my hips parallel and not allowing them to turn out. When my foot, sometimes when we swing, our foot turns out and it should be here. When I have it tucked in, it's easier to keep it in alignment. Okay, here we go again. Abs are tight, ready? Here we go. Keep everything in and come up. You should feel your right glute. Abs are tight. And I'm trying to keep my left leg in that same position the whole way through. Just one more. Nice. Ooh, that was not wobbly. My glute said that's enough, right? These are 5 pounds. It's not like I'm asking for a whole bunch. Other side. Hoisting your right hand. Right foot goes back. I'm embracing my knees towards each other at this point in time. So my inner thighs are active. We inhale in. Here we go. Hand over. Oh, this one said not today. Squeeze your glute. That was better. Squeeze your glute. One more. All right, so left foot forward, foot down. So the other reason I wanted the chair is because we're going to stretch some of the stuff in between. I wanted to put my right foot in the chair in the back left corner, and then I'm going to let my leg go over, and I'm just going to stretch in that hip, and I take in. And it feels really, really good. And come up, let's switch. Left leg, back right corner. Hold on, and then drop. And this is it. Oh my gosh, it's super tight. And come up. Walk it, walk it, walk it, walk it. Left foot forward. Squat down, pick up that 8-pound weight. Oh, you see the drill now, right? Pattern. Again, everything's tight. Here we go. 1, come up, keep your hips in parallel. 2, we're just doing 4. 3, and 4. Switch sides. Abs are tight. Again, find what works for you. Abs are in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, one more, and 4. Left foot forward, right foot back, squat down, shoot. Now you should feel like you can get to the floor, right? That's a concept, at least. Here we go. Give me a little stretch. You can always tell when you start like getting where you can get a little lower, get a little more twist, all that good stuff. Because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to keep increasing that stretch in that hip. This one's tighter for me. I don't know if your left side's tighter. I'm right side dominant. Ooh, come on, baby, loosen up. Right? And bring it up. All right, here we go. I believe it's 10 pounds. Over down. Press through. Right? Left arm, left leg, tuck it in. Here we go. Here's 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, last one, 4, up. And by the way, the chair is just a balance point. I'm not leaning on it. So even if I just had one finger on it, it's a balance point concept. It's not a leaning post. Zip it up, all the good stuff. Stretch your nose, smile pretty, right? Here we go. There's 1, 2, 3. One more. Nice. Bring it on. And dig it down and push it right back up. Here's your stretch. I'm gonna manipulate it a little more, because now I feel like I can just get in the stretch big time. Nice. So when I'm in the chair like this, the easiest way to do is turn, right? Just turn. This hip's tighter, so I don't know if I'm gonna wake it there or not. Right? Oh my goodness. Maybe. Oh, look at that. Finding what works for you. We just kept heating the hips up, right? Heating the glute up, all the good stuff, stretching into it, getting that IT band to stretch open, stretching into that hip. This is a modified pigeon pose, by the way. Like if we were on the floor, we'd be all stretched out. So we worked basically core, low back, glutes, hamstrings. So we're going to keep utilizing the chair. This is going really, really fast today. Going back to both weights. Lean your right foot forward, squat down. Yes, we're going heavy. Right, go ahead and have a seat in the chair. So when you find a chair with the back of your legs, have a seat. When you sit down, your knees should go forward, and you should be kind of on the ball of your feet. You're not sitting in the back of the chair by any means. There's plenty of space back here. My sits bones are on the edge of the chair. I'm just going to put those weights upstairs. I don't want them hanging because they'll get in my way. Now tighten your core, squeeze your glutes. Ready? Stand up, feel the chair, and sit. Push. Think about drive through your heels, not your toes. Drive. Keeping your abs tight. Drive. Drive. Nice job. Let's do 2 more. Drive. Last one. Get my hair cut. Weights down. Leg up. Nice figure 4. Sit tall, sit tall, sit tall. Can you feel a theme going on today? Little lower body, a lot of core. Switch. Trying to add a little flexibility in the mix so we can do it a little better. When I have you stand up and pick up the weights, your right foot goes forward, squat down, pick up the weights. My booty hit the chair, so that didn't work well. Weights go up top. Keep getting haircut, ouch. Ready, here we go, and sit, press. Sit, press. Nice, sit, squeeze. Sit, squeeze. Abs are tight. Use your glutes, right? Make them help. Pull your navel in. So I'm focusing mainly on my glutes. Everything else is just coming along for the ride. 1 more. Nice. We're going to put it down. You might feel a little heat coming on because we're sitting and standing and doing the work, right? Find your stretch, sit tall, abs are in. So you need to look at your food intake, right? And you have to be honest with yourself. Like, you know, if you're sneaking those extra little calories in, whether it be trail mix or whatever it is, right? Even if you're overeating healthy food, you're still overeating, right? Calories in, calories out. At the end of the day, it matters, right? Yes, macros and micros and blah, blah, blah are very important. But when you're starting your weight loss journey, if you made your plate and you took a scoop of one of your carbs and put it back in the bowl, like mashed potatoes, potatoes. It's easy, right? You have your mashed potatoes, you take a scoop, put it back in the bowl, you're gonna lose weight. You're cutting your calories, right? You add your weights to build lean mass to increase your calorie burn. You do your cardio, right? First of all, you have to do cardio. You have to have a good heart. You have to have functional lungs. It's super important. It's the whole package. It's not, I'm only doing weights, or I'm only doing diet, or I'm only doing cardio. It doesn't work that way. We need to stand up. Yeah, I'm preaching today. I want to scoop the chair back so I can actually squat down without tipping myself forward, right? All right, here we go. Weights on the shoulders. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, it'll work. Perfect. Ready? Find your chair. Have a seat. Power up. Find your abs. Breathe. I like it. Push through. Push through. Think about your heels. Now, glutes all the way. Squeeze your butt. I'm not arching. I'm just clenching my glutes at the top. And I want to say, you have to work. You have to work, right? Abs are tight. Find your core. Do one more, please. That was not a pretty one on my side. Shoot. Go ahead and do that stretch. Nice and tall. I'm giving a little press down on my leg, by the way. Abs are in. Leaning out. So what happens is people roll forward, and what I feel is low back and not hip. Sitting tall, getting that leg. Actually, my knee's still a little high. I'd rather have it about here. Just, it's not there yet today. It's okay, it's progress. It's a journey. Back to your food. Getting your lean meats in, right? It's hard to get proteins in. Especially when you're on the run, it's easier to grab something quick fast, which is usually a carbohydrate. I have no problems with carbohydrates. What I do have a problem with is what I call fast carbs versus slow carbs. Fast carbs, all the breads. We'll just make it easy. All the breads. You make a sandwich, you're having simple carbs. That also goes for cookies, cakes, candies, ice cream, all the sweet stuff, right? Those calories burn off quick. The stores should say, yeah, they burn off quick. And they're not the ones we want to burn off. I'm saying this wrong. Can you tell I'm out of food? I've already done my cardio for today. And now I'm pushing weights and it's time to eat again. So if you eat simple carbs, they turn on you and turn to fat and store quicker than complex. Complex carbs actually give you good nutrients and vitamins and all the stuff your body needs. And actually, a lot of them have some fiber in them and help get rid of stuff. Simple sugars are not that way. They like to store as fat. They turn on you too quick. The burn off. That's why your blood sugar jumps when you have a piece of hard candy if you're a diabetic. That's why, or peanut butter. Peanut butter's got a lot of sugar in it as well as good fats. So you have to be careful, right? I love peanut butter. I've had to cut back a little bit on it because what we have has a lot of sugar. And all of a sudden, here comes the belly fat. It's very difficult to figure this out. If I can make it simple by eating all kinds of colorful vegetables and eating lean proteins such as chicken, and I include pork in there, right? I don't mind pork at all. It's a nice change up. The other white meat, right? And fish. That's an easy way to think of it. If I don't want to say restrict, maybe limit would be a great word, of some of my simple carbs, right? Occasionally I can take grandkids out for ice cream, Or I can have that pasta meal, but making sure I have a big salad next to it. So eat your salad first and have a little bit of the main meal, right? Especially if it's like a lasagna, for example. A meatless lasagna has ricotta in it and all kinds of good stuff, but it's still pasta. And you don't have to have pasta. You have pasta. Portion control. Oh my. So when you stood up, you should have been able to feel your glutes. We have worked them for 30 minutes, basically. Squatting down, pick up the weights, put them down, lifting, all the good stuff. Understanding that your glutes are your powerhouse. They have to work all of the time. If you don't work your glutes, your hips are not happy. If your hips aren't happy, spine's not happy. You get sciatica, all kinds of weird, bad stuff. If they're tight, we have a problem. So we're not going to use weights. I'm using the chair as a balance. I'm on my left foot. I want to lift my hip, and I want to lower my hip. Lift and lower. So my pelvis is on the diagonal, and then it drops and hits the other diagonal. Lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. You can feel the work over on the side. You should feel a little bit of standing leg. And up, down, up, 2 more, up, down. We're gonna switch sides. You can stay on the same side because I'm not leaning on it. I'm using it as a balance. Ready? Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Pull your abs in. Pull your pelvic floor up. Just lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. Working in that hip joint. And 4, 3, 2. Shake out the legs for just a minute. So you should have fatigue in the standing hip. Softening. Tuck the pelvis. Right leg up. Now, I'm already feeling quad. Pull your abs. Straighten, bend. Straighten, bend. Straighten. Trying to get that leg parallel to the floor. And you can definitely feel step working. Squeeze your belly. This isn't just about your quad, by the way, or your standing leg. Let's do one more. And down. When you put that leg down, you know your quad has worked, right? Keeping this tucked in, make sure your hip flex, you're not having to fight so hard. So again, my standing leg is soft. I'm not locking out or having a straight leg. It's definitely bent. Lift so you can feel your glute tuck, right? Out, out. Pull your navel, make your abs work. Because everything has to stay lifted here. Keep this leg working. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Nice. And bring it down. Then you can feel the whole front of the leg. Your glute, your core has to work to make this happen. Shake it out. Don't do it again. Oh my goodness. I just looked and see what time it was. Let's do one more each side and then we'll give a good stretch. So again, find your core, soften the knee, up, ready, and out, in, out. And you can tell I'm not leaning, right? It's just a focal point. Find your everything. One more. And switch. There was a time that I could not do that. I mean, I was lucky to get here. So it's a journey, y'all. It's a process, right? Process into progress, right? Squeeze everything. Pull your navel in, shoulders are back. Nice and lifted through the body. One more. And rest. So normally we do a lot of upper body in this class and not enough lower body. I wanted to just like fire up downstairs today. All right, so I'm gonna use a chair. Put the chair. I have my foot on the front edge of the chair, so I have space to start lowering my body, keep trying to keep that flat back. Of course, my standing leg is straight. And I can feel into my hip. I'm gonna put my hand on my knee and I'm gonna rotate and look at the ceiling. Bring it back down. And I'm just trying to drop my chest. And come up. Gonna put that foot in the back corner of the chair next to the back of the seat. And I'm going to take a bow. It changes what it feels like in your hip. I'm taking my hips away from my fixed position. And come up, let's do the other side. Ooh, hello, right? So again, have that space so you can come right into it. Nice flat back, abs are in. Again, I'm not locking out, my leg is straight. Definitely a difference. I'm relaxing in my hip joint and I'm stretching. If I hold on to it, it makes me do bad things. Try to keep it. Everybody relax here. Hand goes on your knee, and we're gonna rotate and pop it back. How about that? All right, finding that stretch. Bring it right back down. And again, sinking towards the floor with your torso, but not your hips and legs. Come up. I gotta get on the other side because, no, because my knee will be the way. Back to chair, right? I'm going to leave my leg there. I'm going to pull my hips back, away from my foot, right? Just find what works for you. And one side might not feel like the other, and it's okay. Like I feel this more here than I did here. This hip's a lot looser. And come up, shake it out. So we talked about a lot of different things, about cleaning up your diet, about you have to view your healthy lifestyle as a journey of incorporating your weight training, your cardio, your flexibility, your mobility. I'm adding mobility word in there, not just flexibility, because it's different. Those little squat, have your right foot forward, squat down, pick up your weight, was about a mobility concept, right? We have to be able to squat down and pick things up in a better way that doesn't hurt our back. So that's definitely a functional mobility. So think about your movement throughout the day. Think about what you're eating. I'm not asking you to restrict anything. I'm asking you to be more mindful about what you eat. Make changes that are healthy changes and not crazy changes. We've all done crazy at one point in time. Those fad diets, me oh my. Have a great day, and it's step tomorrow.